I don't really use the terminal. When people ask me my diagnosis, I usually just say stage 4, metastatic cancer. I'm not scared of dying at all. I'm scared of leaving my family so young. I'm shy, confident, because I have discovered that I'm stronger than I ever thought I could be. And that confidence, I think, is a new word that I describe myself as just within the last 3 years since my diagnosis. Caring, loving, and a mom. I woke up and just felt queasy, just didn't feel good, had an upset stomach all day, just kept progressively getting worse. And it finally I think it was about 11:30 or midnight. But I remember seeing my kids come up and saying, "What's wrong with mom?" to dad. And he said, she doesn't feel good. We'll take care of it. So they went back to bed, and then we ended up going to the hospital just right after that. They, of course, did all the tests. I had a CAT scan and had just barely fallen asleep on the bed in the emergency room. And the doctor came in, and I opened my eyes, and his face was like right here in my face. And he said, "Well, we did find a blockage." And I said, "What kind of blockage? What causes that?" And he said, "Well, in your case, it's cancer." Typical chemo day is, now that I'm going almost on to 3 years, is kind of like getting ready for work. I mean, it's a place I have to go. I have to do it, and I'm used to it. So like this morning, I didn't want to get up, like I never do.
My alarm tells me it's time to get up. I hate mornings.
I'm not a morning person. When my alarm goes off, I'm going to throw my phone across the room. Shower, makeup. I tell my husband that my appointment's 15 minutes earlier so I can stop for an expensive coffee. Then I go. And it's funny too when I go there, because I feel like a celebrity. I walk in, they're like, "Hi, how are you? How you been?" I mean, I've been there for so long. I know everyone there. It's weird. I mean, at first, when I first went in there, how scary it was. And now it's literally, I mean, I'm comfortable there. It's kind of like a party at chemo. Just yesterday, I got a statement that kind of itemized my chemo treatment. So like today is $8,000. I know when all of my bills are due. I know power is due on the 18th. I know water's due on this day. And I've always been that person that when that bill comes in the mail, I want it paid that day it comes in the mail. And so now when I see a stack of bills that are like this, my anxiety goes up too. Scientifically, they say stress tends to be horrible on cancer, so I tried to keep my stress level down, thinking I don't want to make my cancer even worse. When I see that stack of bills, that makes me stress, for sure.
Fall Creek is our paradise. This is where we come and relax. This is where it feels like us here. We're able to just be chill and comfortable and have all the amenities that we need thanks to our family and friends. And it's just beautiful and peaceful. Right at the point, right before my diagnosis, we were finally at a comfortable state where we could pay our bills, do fun stuff with our kids, and had everything we needed. And now it's like, how are we going to pay the house payment this month? Or how are we going to pay the car payment? Or is the car payment going to get paid this month? Or do we need to skip that and pay the power bill? Or, now we're like swapping, deciding which bills to pay and which ones not to pay every month. I mean, we get bad credit anyway because of the way that we have to pay it. But it's like power or credit or water or house payment, That's the part that's stressful to me, is just not knowing how they're going to get paid. I remember coming home from the hospital and gathering everything, all of my bills, and just going through one at a time and calling all of them and telling them that our circumstance and that I wouldn't be able to pay that month, and if there was anything that they could do to help for the future months or any kind of adjustments that they could make on my account. I kind of thought that they would have some kind of program or something like that in place for people like that with circumstances that are completely uncontrollable and out of their control. But none of them do. And some of them worked with me awesome, some of them didn't at all. I tried to make arrangements as best I could because I'm so used to paying my bills as they come in the mail. And knowing that they're here and still sitting on the table and not being paid was just extra stressful to me. There was one company, a credit union in town in Twin Falls, that same thing. I talked to the customer care and they told me how sorry, and but there was nothing they could do. I mean, I still had car payment, truck payment, credit card payment due, At the time that I got a hold of them, I was kind of at wit's end because I had already gone through all of these people and tried to make arrangements and made arrangements with most of them. But I addressed to that person, I said, you guys are the first people that aren't even willing to take a late payment off. I mean, every other company I've worked with has done something, even if it's just little. They've done something, and this is the first company that I've come across that hasn't done anything. And I said, I don't know if you can relay that message to somebody higher up, but I mean, I think it's important.
I think that we could have done a better job giving her a path forward and acknowledging that, she had some significant stressors and anxiety that was stemming from her payment, coupled with her situation. And I think we could have done a better job offering her a clear path forward, offering her, even if it's just, a partnership and a commitment to continue to work with her, or offering her a payment plan that was going to work for her going forward. Giving her hope and knowing that we were a partner with her and that we were going to walk through her situation together. I think that we really could have alleviated some of the stress that she was feeling and really connected with her. Through this experience with Elizabeth, it's helped me put a face with it, and it's inspired me to provide more training to people on the front lines to not just jump into the bureaucratic response about things, but really see somebody and really try to understand them and connect with them. Because that connection and that commitment to working together and making their financial payments work for their situation is just as important as understanding, what's going to happen to their financial situation over the next 3 months. Asking them to be a partner, I think that's so important. And then, just with everything that they are probably already dealing with the fear and the uncertainty and the doubt, is offering them hope and offering them a path forward so that they know that it's not something that they're going to have to continue to worry about, and it doesn't have to capitalize their thoughts. Their thoughts can be with their family and with their health and with their treatment plan, not with the debts that they have inside of Central.
It's just getting what I say real. You know, I usually don't feel good, and I used to never not feel good. You know, I mean, even when I was doing the hardcore chemo treatments. I'm just tired all the time, and I just don't feel good. I'm willing to do whatever I can to stay here as long as I can, but when it's to the point to where I can't get up out of bed and I need someone to help me to the toilet, I'm not doing chemo anymore. I don't want my family to remember me like that. I mean, I'm a terminal patient, but have never really believed it. But over the last couple of months, I feel like things are progressing. And I've got progression in my lungs and a possible spot in my liver and some lymph nodes in my stomach that are inflamed.
What do you worry about the most right now?
My kids being without mom and Curtis being without me. And Curtis having to deal with all of the things that we deal with together that makes it easier to deal with than he has to deal with it by himself.
What are you looking forward to most?
My baby grandson.
Yeah. When's he coming?
In about 3 or 4 weeks. I feel like that I'm meeting him now because I'm not going to be here to be with him for when he gets older. And I know Savannah needs me to meet him. God is real. He's with me all the time. He helps me all the time. And I think everything happens for a reason. I feel like, I don't know why with me, yet I haven't figured out why, but I feel like there's a reason that I got cancer. I don't know what it is, but I have faith that there's a reason. I have to make sure that I'm thinking good thoughts and remembering that I'm here right now. And that's what makes me get through, is realizing that I'm here right now.